All right, so, shit. Skelton Hour 413. Take one.
From Television City in Hollywood, the Red Skelton Hour.
Put on your crazy paper hat while you're looking at our show. Get out the old confetti too and a horn for you to blow.
There's no reason why you should wait till the new year makes its bound.
It's the season to celebrate, and we'd like to do it now. Our guest stars, the McGuire Sisters. David Rose and his orchestra. The Skeltons. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I drove in from Cathedral City, and I got stopped by a policeman. I got stopped, and he came over to my car, and I says, oh, it looks like it was my fault. I said, but I got a tiger in my tank. He says, you got a jackass behind the wheel. I said to him, I said, was the light red? He says, redder than Dean Martin's eyes at 5 in the morning. Hey, I must tell you about this. First of all, this is my binoculars, binoculars. This is for racing, see? Not only do you see the horse that you bet on, but the one that you're running, too, see? I wanted to bring those out and show them to you, see? But I feel good. The reason I carry those with me is getting ready for Santa Anita. And this time of the year, isn't it beautiful out here in California? The smudge pots are in bloom. All we need now is an earthquake to shake the snow off those sun-kissed oranges. You know why the weather's changing out here in California? It's the Chamber of Commerce's fault. They keep saying how good the weather is, and that eastern weather's coming out here to see about it. But this is the time of the year. I was wearing my binoculars. This is the time of the year they're getting ready for Santa Anita open, see? I love to go to the races. I love to watch the horses run. I like to watch the ones I bet on, too, you know. I'm a wizard when it comes to picking horses. I say I'm a wizard, see? I say that because I made an Oz out of myself. By the way I pick horses, you'd think I was a talent scout for a glue factory. My father-in-law, he likes to play the horses, you know. He plays he never bets money. He just makes mind bets. He bets in his mind. See, never loses any money, but I think he lost his mind. You might be happy to know that the fellow that wrote that is no longer with us. Hey, did you hear about the jockey? Guy walks up to the jockey and he says, want to throw the race for $50? The jockey says, now, just a moment. Dirty money's never touched my hands. But if you'll sneak it in my teeth, that you got a deal. Hey, one time I was out the racetrack and I saw a guy stand over in the corner. And he looked real pitiful. So I said to him, what's the matter, buddy? He says, I lost $100,000 today. I said, $100,000? Boy, ever happened to me, I'd cut my throat. He said, what do you... You know, I used to go to the races all the time. I would win, but I lose my money. You know why I found out I lost my money? I know I had holes in my pocket. You know how I found out I had holes in my pocket? Well, one day at the race, there was a pickpocket. See? I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I feel his hand. So I put my hand in the other pocket. Reached over and shook hands. Hey, I'd like to do a little pantomime now for you. This is about a jockey. Now, this jockey has been told he has to win this race. Because if he doesn't, there's a couple of guys up in the grandstand. See? Now, here we go to the racetrack. The jockey.
To midnight, 1 minute to go, 1 minute to say goodbye before we say hello. Let's start the new year right, 12 o'clock tonight. When they dim the lights, let's begin kissing the old year out, kissing the new year in. Let's let the old year die with a fond goodbye and our hopes as high as the tide. How can our love go wrong if we start the new year right? My darling, my dear, here's to us tonight. Not for what might happen next year, for it might not be nearly as bright. But here's to us for better or worse, and for thanks to a merciful star. Through the fray, we've managed to stay slightly foolish and gay as we are. And here's to us for nothing at all, if there's nothing at all we can praise. Just that we're together and here for the rest of our beautiful days.
Tonight, Red Skelton and Phyllis McGuire in A Fool and His Money Are Soon Married.
Morning, boss. Well, Peterson, you made it just on time, which is more than I can say for Appleby. This is one time he's not going to sneak past me, though. Yes, sir. All right. Just a moment. Start stuffing. Where is that Appleby? Always late. So.
Funny, I only came in with one.
Appleby, why are you late this time?
Well, I caught the slow alligator this morning.
Appleby, I want the truth. Why are you late every morning?
I was kissing my wife goodbye, and that slows me down. You see, every time I kiss her, sir, I have to gargle.
You gargle before you kiss your wife?
No, after.
Appleby, you shouldn't complain. Your wife has the kind of beauty which is all on the inside.
I know, but I gotta kiss her on the outside.
Come on now, get to work.
There.
Hey, this should make a nice attaché case for Jackie Gleason.
Making nice shoes for De Gaulle, if you could find another one. Clean this place up. Oh. Well, now I've messed it up for everything. Oh, there it is. There we are. Everybody go home already? There's a lucky stiff. Very few of us can swing after we're dead, you know. Okay, Dumbo, inhale. How do you say gesundheit to an elephant, huh? You laugh now. Where were you at the first part of the sketch?
Appleby, I want you to take... Why is smoke coming from the kangaroo?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the mating season.
Wait a minute. Look at this. Look at this. All this smoke in here, and there's a lit cigar in there.
Well, how do you like that? A kangaroo baby smoking in front of its mother's back.
Come on, get to work. Dust up around here. Get busy. Go ahead.
Hey, I don't know who stuffed you, but they sure did a good job. Everything's in the right place, too.
I'm not stuffed. I'm alive.
Well, so is my wife, boy, but she don't look like you. What can I do for you, ma'am?
I'm looking for a real live He-Man with red blood in his veins.
Yeah? Once you have found me, never let me go.
Now, don't tell me you killed all of these animals
I
by
actually
yourself.
did. I killed the animals with a club.
Were you frightened?
No, there were 500 members in the club. Yeah, some of them are so tough they saw me and they just committed suicide. You realize how fast they had to be running to come through the walls like that?
How'd you trap the skunk?
With 11-foot pole.
Did you run out of 10-foot poles?
Yes, No, I have somebody told you to do that, didn't it? You're too nice to do it on your own. Yeah, you know, I used to have a big stick, and these animals would I'd say, get over there, and I'd just shake a stick at them, and they would mind me. And one day I had 2 rabbits, and they wouldn't mind me, see? So I put them in a closet. And when I opened up that closet door, would you believe me if I told you that I had more rabbits than I could shake a stick at? 10-foot poles, that.
You're just the type I've been looking for.
I am?
I'd like to see you later.
Oh, you would? Well, I'm a married man.
Oh, your wife will be proud of you.
Oh, you don't know Clara.
Well, what do you think we're talking about?
Now, you first.
I want you to give blood to the blood bank.
Oh, well, why didn't you say blood bank? Blood? Human juice?
Oh, I can't believe it. Nobody's afraid of giving a little blood.
Take what just came out and add artificial coloring. That's all you're I can't stand the sight of blood. Even in our house, we have to use blue ketchup.
Everybody in this shop is giving blood except you.
Oh, well, I can't. I have O-type blood.
You have O-type blood?
I don't give it, I owe it.
You lily-livered, yellow-bellied coward.
Congratulations, you made it.
If you don't sign up, you're fired. And I'll see to it you never work again for the rest of your life.
Oh, okay, I'll sign.
Good.
Well, how come you'll sign for him, but you wouldn't sign for me?
He don't have any 10-foot poles.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mother. This is your daughter. Clara! The stupid one that married George. Listen, I've got some great news for you. No, not that great. He's still alive. My canasta club is collecting for the blood bank, so I volunteered a pint. Not mine, George's. Uh-oh, here he is now. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'll tell you, giving blood is just murder. I feel weaker than a glass of punch at a PTA meeting.
When did you give blood?
Tomorrow.
Well, if you're not giving blood till tomorrow, why are you falling apart today?
Tomorrow I may not have the strength to fall apart.
George, I was just talking to Mother, and I've got some great news for you.
You have?
Not that Mother's fine.
I just blew another voodoo doll. And 10 pins.
Now listen, George. Wait a minute. How did you know you were giving blood through my canasta club?
I'm not giving blood through your canasta club. I'm giving it through my veins.
Oh, George, you don't understand. As a patriotic gesture, I volunteered a pint of your blood.
Well, as a patriotic gesture, the boss just volunteered a pint of my blood. Now, why don't you patriots lay off of my blood and salute the flag?
Now, listen, George, you just forget about the office. You know, this state has community property laws.
What's that got to do with it?
Half of your blood is mine.
Oh, wait a minute. What's so...
George, how can you be so selfish? For every volunteer I bring in, I get a pot holder.
I thought it was patriotic.
It is. The pot holders are red, white, and blue.
Well, what do you need with another pot holder? You've got a girdle.
What was that?
I say I shot a turtle.
What does that mean?
Oh, I'd rather have a dead turtle than a dead me.
I think there's an insult there somewhere, so I'm not taking any chances.
What do you got wrapped up there, a 10-foot post?
Did I hurt you?
Oh, no. How are things at the mine, huh?
George, darling, I think you'd better lie down here and rest.
Yeah, because I don't want to give him tired blood, you know. Boy, I tell you, everybody's got their own idea of this show tonight, I'll tell you. Well, I'm not giving my blood for Clara or for the boss. I'm going to smuggle my blood right out of the country, inside me. Wait, here. Her wedding slippers. I remember when she got her furlough off of that banana boat. Yeah. I've had this is my getaway bag. I've had it packed ever since our honeymoon. That was when I found out that she had false eyelashes. Something old, something new. After 10 years of marriage, it's time I blew. Yes?
Anybody that tries to sneak away without giving blood for his office is downright chicken.
Oh, really?
What are you going to say for yourself?
What? Well, don't stand there. Throw me a rooster.
Come on, get busy then.
Hello there.
Oh, Mrs. Appleby, I came by to make sure he gets a good night's rest because tomorrow he's going to give blood for the office.
That's what you think. He's giving for my club.
He's giving for me. I pay him a salary.
He's giving for me. I spend it. I won't let George donate blood for your office.
Well, I won't let him donate blood for your club.
Well, as long as I'm not giving to anybody, I just as well stay.
Oh, now stop that, will you not, George? What's the matter with you?
Wait a minute. I've got a marvelous idea. He'll give 2 pints, one for each of us.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Wait a minute. You were against it. Why are you saying aye?
Well, that's politics for you. Right or wrong, you want to be on the winning side.
The Munsters were over and they gave 2 gallons of blood. The Munsters? Wait, didn't they get weak? No, it wasn't their blood.
Don't take me in there. Don't take me.
What's wrong with you?
Stop it. So they lock up everything in these hospitals except the back of these gowns. I'm telling you, these things weren't made for tall people, I'll tell you that.
Mr. Appleby, you're only here to give blood. Why are you wearing that white gown?
Well, when my complexion gets this color, then I know it's time to stop. I better go take a look. Well, I think I've had it, folks. I'm afraid I've had it.
Oh, now, George, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh?
It doesn't hurt a bit.
It doesn't?
Now, you won't even feel the needle.
The what?
The needle.
The needle. Oh, a needle. Oh, a needle. Needle. What do you charge for these beds?
They're free.
Good, then you don't care which one I faint on. Oh, a needle.
I'll get the hypodermic needle.
The hip or what?
The hypodermic needle.
The needle.
Come on, slap his face. Bring him to, please.
Oh, Mr. Appleby.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Let me slap him. That's what wives are for.
Well, Cassius, how's your hernia? where that came from.
George, you're a coward. I don't even like the way you faint.
Neither do I, so I think I'll go out and take lessons.
Come back here, Appleby. Come back here. If you're worried about your strength, nothing at all to worry about, because after you give blood, we're going to give you a nice cup of hot soup.
Oh, what kind of soup?
Noodles.
Oh!
Wait a minute, she didn't say needle, she said noodle.
That's close enough for me.
Why don't you give the coward something to eat right now?
Yeah, give me something to eat now.
Well, you'll have to eat what we have here. Oh, my. All we have left is one raisin.
Well, can you spare it? Heaven's sake.
All right, George, but as soon as you finish eating that raisin.
When I finish? The crust is the best part. What time does blood blank close?
In 4 hours.
That's just how long it's going to take me to finish this. No use wolfing your food down, you know. I swallowed it. You got a glass of water? Never mind, let it walk down. I better go home. I don't feel well.
Oh, what's the matter?
I overate, I think.
Appleby, you're acting like a prima donna.
A prima donna! Oh, I'm going to faint.
What's the matter?
Oh, George, he said prima donna. Now, why should that make you faint?
Prima donnas remind me of operas, and operas remind me of singers, and singers, they make records, and to play a record, you need a needle, and needles make me faint.
Oh, he's a bundle of nerves. Why don't we let him relax for a little while?
He's in your hands.
Very good idea, nurse. That's good.
Oh. Clara wants my blood, and the boss wants my blood. Everybody wants my blood. Good heavens, there's nothing left of me. I feel different. I'm empty. I wonder what a man feels like when they've taken all of his blood. I better go take a look. That's what I'd better do. Oh. That's what I get for trying to get out of both sides of the bed at the same time. How do you get out of a nightmare like this? Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this dream. Oh.
Mr. Appleby.
Yeah. Oh, don't take my blood. Don't take my blood. I'll shrink. I just saw myself. I'll shrink, and I'm not samphorized.
Oh, you can go home now. We took it while you were asleep.
You took it already?
Yes.
Why, I didn't feel a thing.
That's what we tried to tell you. Now, if you don't mind, there's a long line waiting outside.
Well, I'll be doggone. What cowards most people are. Why, nothing to be afraid of at all, is it? Oh, dog, I tell you. Come on in here, you cowards. Give some blood. Everybody should. It's the patriotic thing to do.
Oh, George, I'm so proud of you. Just for that, you deserve a great big kiss.
Why, for once I agree with you, Clara. You dear, dear little lady. When I find a part I like, I stay with it. Go get a beaker. I just got a leaky beak. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to meet one of the famous singing McGuire sisters, Miss Phyllis McGuire. You know, I like you.
I like you too.
Oh, I like you when you do me.
No, you don't.
You smoke?
No.
You drink?
No.
You go on parties and stuff?
No.
Gee, you're a nice girl.
Do you smoke?
No.
Do you drink?
No.
Do you go out on parties?
No.
Gee, you're a nice girl too.
Now, before you sing with your lovely sisters, we're going to do a dramatic sketch for you. Now, you're dressed for it, too. We're going out in the jungle. This is very British, you know. Oh, good heavens.
John, don't look now, but there's a cobra coming towards me.
Well, you must keep calm, my dear. You mustn't panic.
It's around my feet. Now it's around my ankles.
Where is it now, dear? I'm your husband. You can tell me, you know.
John, before the cobra bites me, you've got to do something. Do you understand? You've got to do something.
Of course I do. I will, my dear. Waiter, more tea and the mongoose. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the McGuire Sisters.
Dear heart, wish you were here to warm this night. My dear heart, seems like a year since you've been out of my sight. A single room, a table for one, it's a lonesome town, all right. But soon I'll kiss you hello at our front door. And dear heart, I want you to know I'll leave your arms nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. Dear I'm in love with somebody on this show. Well, who can it be? He's the cutest guy that anyone would want to know. Now, who can it be? Is it Clem? The little hopper? Is it? No, George Appleby. Not he, and it isn't Junior or San Fernando Red. Well, in that case, let's see. It's gotta be Freddie. Freddie, Freddie. Though he's surely not a shoe. I'd be oh so glad if he were my fair laddie. I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where he lay.
With a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of blooming luck. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming luck.
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air. As long as Freddie's there, oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat, and lots of coal making lots of tea. Warm face, warm hands, warm feet, oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Oh, so lovely sitting absolutely still. I would never budge till spring crept over the windowsill, Freddie's head resting on my knee, warm and tender as he can be. He'd take good care of me, oh, wouldn't it be lovely, lovely, lovely? I've grown accustomed to his face. I've grown accustomed to his looks. I'm getting married, I'm getting married, I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper, let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I'm gonna be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in my prime. Boys, come to kiss me, show how you miss me, but get me to the church on time. If I am dancing, roll up the floor. If I am whistling, up me out the door. For I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Kick up a rumpus, but don't lose the compass, and get me to the church. Get me to the church. For Pete's sake, get me to the church on time. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. They'll all be ready for me and my Freddie. So get me to the church, get me to the church. For Pete's sake, get me to the church on time.
now, The Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton as Old Man 1964 in Ring Out the Old. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors and staff, may we thank you for your kindnesses throughout this past year, and may the next year be a very prosperous and happy one with peace on earth. So until next week, we'll say goodbye now, and may God bless. Good night. Thank you.
We have to sweep away the jokes and to leave you folks right here. But in a week we'll be on hand and we'll start a brand new year. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.